Hi, my name's Karleen Gribble. I'm an adjunct associate professor in the School of Nursing and Midwifery at Western Sydney University. One of my areas of work is in infant feeding and emergencies, which unfortunately we've had a lot of lately. In the COVID-19 crisis, I know that a lot of parents are being concerned about their babies and worried about them getting sick and the availability of healthcare and of infant formula. Mothers have been asking about whether it's possible to restart breastfeeding if they've stopped. And that's the process of doing that's called relactation. I relactated twice myself, and I've helped many, many women over the years to undergo the process of restarting breastfeeding. So I thought it would be helpful if I shared some information about how relactation works for those who are considering it. Relactation is actually quite simple in terms of how the body works. During pregnancy, the hormones estrogen, progesterone and prolactin work to develop the tissue in the breast to make milk, and so then after the baby's born, the milk starts to flow. But the hormone prolactin can actually do that on its own, and prolactin can be released in the body through nipple stimulation, such as from a baby sucking at the breast or from a breast pump. So if this is something that you want to do, you can think about just letting your baby, seeing if they're willing to actually suck at the breast and letting them suck as much as possible. While you're building your breast tissue and the milk supply, you can provide additional supplemental milk through something called a breastfeeding supplementer, which provides milk from a bottle to a tube that comes out at the nipple, so the baby gets milk while they're feeding. Or you can do something called the drip and drop technique, which is actually just dribbling milk into the corner of the baby's mouth while they're suckling. If your baby's not willing to suck, you can use a double electric breast pump and pump 6 to 8 times a day. Once you start to make milk, hand expressing can help you to remove the small amounts of milk that might be left in the breast. And it's that kind of emptying the breast that really drives milk production to happen. So the more frequently the breasts are emptied, the more milk will be made more quickly. Generally speaking, if it's been a fairly short time since you stopped breastfeeding, it will be quicker to get milk back. But there's no time limit on how long it can be since you've breastfed to relactate. I've helped women who it's been more than 20 years since they stopped breastfeeding. So if it's something that you feel like you want to explore more, there are 2 resources that I'd recommend that you can get online. One's from the World Health Organization, and it's called Relactation, a Review of Experience and Recommendations for Practice. And the other one is from the Australian Breastfeeding Association, and it's called Relactation and Induced Lactation. The latter one there you can buy from ABA for $5 online, and it contains a lot of information on supporting babies and toddlers back to the breast if they're a bit reluctant, which is something that can actually be the most difficult thing with relactation. If you're in Australia, you can speak to an Australian Breastfeeding Association counsellor about it, or elsewhere look for a similar service or your health professional. Relactation is as old as time itself. It's a normal and natural process. It's often employed in emergencies. And in this emergency, while you're home with your baby a lot, it's a time when relactation is in fact a lot likely to be easier than what it would be at other times. So if you want to do for it, go for it, and good luck.